Hey guys, what's up? Little Flipper here today, and today we're going to be playing some League of Legends. So I have some explaining to do. I've been gone for a really long time. The reason for that is, I kind of just gave up on my YouTube channel, / forgot about it, because I was really stressed about doing 2 videos a week. So, from this point on, we're not even going to guarantee 1 video a week, but we're going to try to get that. Also, there's going to be 2 new types of videos, other than this type, which is the type that we did before, which is just jungle guides and me having fun. The second type of the video, it might not even be in the jungle, it will be me overlooking a replay and doing a full commentary on it. The third type of video will be me looking at another replay, but seeing what either me or the enemy jungler did wrong. So today we're playing Predator on-hit UDYR in the jungle. It's not something I recommend you do in your normal games, unless you're very experienced with UDYR or they have either one tank or no tank. So here I actually run into Hecarim in the jungle, and he has a severe advantage in health and he smites. But I did take my E level second, which is what you actually shouldn't do. I should have taken my W, which is my turtle stance, to get shield in the jungle. But I did accidentally take my bear stance, which is my stun, so I was actually able to win, because for some of this fight he was stunned, because UDYR's cooldowns are actually pretty short compared to other champions. So you probably noticed that I started my blue buff and then I did my Gromp, but I actually did smite at the Gromp before I went down to the Scuttle Crab. And what I do and what I recommend that you do is just start at the buff that your bot lane leashes, just because you really need that better leash, and it doesn't really matter what buff you get at the start. And what you should do is actually take your W at level 2, because it just gives you so much sustain in your own jungle, as well with your refillable potions. So as you can see, even after that really long fight where I got really low with Hecarim, I can even stay in my own jungle, and I actually end up doing the full clear. Because, like I said, with the turtle stance and your refillable potions, you actually get a lot of sustain. And you don't even need to start Hunter's Machete, you can actually start Hunter's Talisman, because the burn actually really helps you doing your jungle camp. So if you are in a position like this where you just got a kill before your first back, and you're playing UDYR like I am right now, I would actually recommend that you get your Stalker's Blade, which is the blue sword thingy, and your boots, because I'm playing Predator or whatever, but I actually bought a Hunter's Machete and then my full boots of mobility, my Predator boots of mobility, which I just had a feeling that I was going to get really fed. So, there's not much to say for this little short clip, but, we did get a gank off using our Predator. Unfortunately, we didn't get a kill or even any of the summoner spells, but we did just get enough gold to back up and get our Stalker's Blade, which is what we did. So after taking another Scuttle Crab, I'm about to go back into my jungle, but then I do look down at bot lane and see that there's an opportune gank there. Unfortunately, I don't have my Predator boots, but I still just do have my E to boost up my speed, and I do stun the Nautilus, letting the Nami get an easy bubble, and I do give the Tristana the kill, because that's what a nice person would do, even though I wanted the kill. So I'm heading in for yet another gank, and in the mid lane, and I activate my Predator, and I'm zooming towards this guy. I hit him, the Vladimir ignites, because I really think we're going to get the kill. The Yasuo does flash away, uses his wind wall the wrong way for some reason. The Hecarim does come in, and he actually deals way more damage than I thought he would, and he does use his ultimate, so I am forced to flash out before I die. Also, side note, despite what I said in my other UDYR video, you should never take your ultimate. It's just not worth it. So again, with my sustain, even after that long battle and me almost dying, just with a freezing smite and my turtle stance and a health potion, I am able to keep clearing the red buff. And then we do spot the Hecarim, and we try to chase him down, but we just can't do it. But then the gangplank, for some reason, sits in a bush as if we don't acts like as if we don't know that he's there, and we do end up getting a pretty easy kill on him. So I've just skipped about 2 minutes here because nothing happened. I just finished clearing my raptor camps and a couple of my other camps. I have picked up a blood razor, and the Yasuo and the gangplank have actually lane swapped, but the Yasuo is low, so I go in and I activate my Predator right about here, and I activate my bear stance, and I just get a super easy kill. I do end up accidentally using my freezing smite because I thought he might get away. I don't think I should have used it there. So immediately after the gank on the Yasuo, I do start to recall for just a second, but then I am in communication with the Darius and the Vladimir because they're my brothers and I play with them all the time. And so the Vladimir does tell me to come in for a gank, so I do. I don't have my Predator, but that's okay. So I come in and get an easy bear stance because, again, cooldowns are really short on UDYR, and I did actually use one to just initially run at him, and I did 3 bear stances in that entire gank. The Hecarim does come to try and stop us or maybe get a pick up another counter kill, but he doesn't end up doing so. So this game, there was actually a lot of ganks. I don't think you should gank as much if you're playing UDYR, but the amount, it actually did just work out a lot, and I did get a lot of kills this game. So this is just me speeding up some of the camps I cleared, and then I go for more of the onslaught of the ganks. And I go down bot lane, and we do pick up a kill on both of their bot lane members, and I give the Tristana another kill, because even though I'm super fed, she kind of needs to be fed too for us to win the game. So I go back to base, and then I pick up a Bill's Rudder Cutlass, because I'm actually building Blade of the Ruined King, because like I said, I'm playing on-hit Predator UDYR, and after the Blade of the Ruined King, I was actually going to build a Rage Blade, which you probably saw in the thumbnail. So I am camping mid lane a little bit, and I activate my Predator again to gank this Gangplank, who did lane swap with the Yasuo, like I mentioned earlier, and I do catch up with him really quickly, and I just start beating down, and I get the kill super easily, because I'm actually really fed at this point. This entire game is kind of just a beat down. So you can't quite see my mini-map, but I do see the Jhin heading to just clear a ward in the bush, and I'm super close to him, and as he's clearing the ward, I just run to him, and I kill him so fast that he doesn't even have time to react or flash out of the way. Again, I was just so fed at this point. I'm laughing a little bit because I'm now remembering the game, and it was super funny and super fun to play. So after catching out the Jhin, the Nautilus comes to his aid or something, but he's already dead, and we almost kill the Nautilus too, but he does hit the blast plane, and the Tristana chases a little bit. I try and catch up to the Hecarim, but he has a movement ability as well as me. But then I do come back into the mid lane for another gank of the Gangplank, and I don't even have time to try and hit him before he flashes out of the way because he's just so scared of me at this point. So immediately after I get that gank to remove his flash, I just immediately loop around the bush, and he's just, I don't know why he stayed. He knew I was right there. I don't know why he didn't expect this, but I come in and I just kill him because he doesn't even have his flash anymore. So after that gank, I do go back to base, and I do pick up that Blade of the Ruined King. This is, again, I just want another reminder that this is kind of a troll build, and you shouldn't do this. I know I'm like 7-0, but you just don't do this. Anyways, so after that gank, I do get the Blade of the Ruined King, go back, get a dragon, and the Hecarim actually, I don't know, he's just in the area to try and steal it, but we don't even let him because we take it so fast. And then I try and chase him, and then he uses his movement speed ability, but then I activate my Predator. I decide that he is not getting away this time, so I do catch up. He does a little bit of a uke, but I still just take him down eventually. So here I'm just kind of goofing around and having so much fun, and I forgot I was even recording, and I do go in on 3 people, and it's a little bit of an int on my part, but this game was just so fun, and I do end up dying, but good thing was that I gave my shutdown to the Gangplank, who was 0-5 at that moment, so that was about the best outcome of me dying possible. So there's a 2v2 going on, and I decide that I'm going to try and help my brothers win this battle, but the Nautilus already dies by the time I get there, so I loop around the bush again trying to find something, but then the Hecarim does actually catch me out a little bit. I am able to escape, but the Hecarim uses his ultimate and actually fears the Vladimir into that enemy team, and the Vladimir does end up going down, and the Hecarim wastes his flash for no reason at all. And then I say this like it's the most casual thing in the world, but then the Hecarim just dies again. So after killing my red buff, I do just loop around the bush, and I activate my Predator, and I do end up stealing a kill on the Nautilus from the Tristana, but that's okay because we're just so far ahead at this point that we can kind of just march down their mid lane, and we do kind of just win the game pretty casually. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and as always, bye-bye!